Welcome to another video from me, featuring the job ability changes and new abilities of the Black Mage in Shadowbringers. Like the Red Mage, the combat system of the Black Mage won't deal with that many changes and additions, and gains more those corrections and remedies to flaws inside of his actual combat system, while sticking to the essence of it. Starting with fire, as you can see, they have increased the duration of each of your elemental phases to 15 seconds, to grant us more time and space for handling those phases. Above that, Transpose's recast timer has been reduced to 5 seconds, down from 8, to support us if we fail to maintain the Umbral Ice or Astral Fire correctly. And above that, Freeze now has an Umbral Ice plus Umbral Hearts gain when used, to make it useful for our AoE rotation and replace the position of Blizzard 4 in it. Great changes already. Really some illogical things that we faced in Stormblood seem to be corrected with this, and with Transpose our flexibility when failing or being interrupted by boss mechanics can easily be restored. Thunder 3 and 4 have the additional effect duration increased, to line them up better inside of our rotation by helping for fishing a proc. Now with 18 seconds duration of a chance of getting a proc, the Sharp Fire opener seems to be better than ever. On the other hand, we are having an enhanced version of Sharpcast at level 74, so maybe sticking to a mixture of both, Sharp, Thunder and Fire could also be the way to go. But let us see in Shadowbringers. Flare's AoE damage distribution has been modified to the new balance of AoE spells, to a solid 60% to secondary targets, which is the 10% more than of other jobs, maybe to place the Black Mage back onto the AoE peak. This also is accompanied by the new foul that stays at the original gradually distribution for secondary targets, and you now have 2 charges of it at level 80. Making it stackable and giving us Black Mages the opportunity to build up power before the actual fight starts, or for more value inside of transition phases. I'm really hyped to start off a big pull with 2 fouls followed by 1 flare, convert, flare, switching into Umbral Ice again and repeating that, if the enemies are still alive at all. Oh yes, sorry, convert has been removed, but instead has been transformed into Mana Font, a much better version without the stupid HP sacrifice there. It's not like the Black Mages were paper anyway, so a good change here. And now to the new traits and abilities, which are great. Sorry for the spoiler here. The first is Aspect Mastery on level 72, making any elemental phase transition cost us no MP, which is impressive. That will make complete dead outs inside of our rotation impossible, which could happen easily sometimes and will help us in getting better into the Umbral Ice after using Flare or the new single target Flare. So great one with this. That mentioned, we're receiving a kinda single target flare called Despair. Yes, that is my spell. This deals way more damage than Fire 4 and seems to be working as the finisher to our Astral Fire phase, lining up perfectly with the before mentioned trait, so epic spell. Enhanced Sharpcast at level 74. Great one in giving us a bit more variation and flexibility. And now to my favorite new spell, mechanic wise. So let me warn you to restrain yourself and don't let the excitement take control over your mind here. So clear the decks for Umbral Soul. That we learn at level 76, and that is an awesome spell to finally give the Black Mage a solid weapon to prepare his rotation before combat, inside of transition phases, or to protect ourselves against failing out of the Umbral Ice at any case. I cannot tell if this will be spammable and if you're able to generate 3 Umbral Hearts out of it and increase the numbers of Umbral Ice stacks, but if that would be the case, all hail to Yoshi and his team. And like I have mentioned before, we receive an additional room for stacking an additional Polyglot proc at level 80. Oh wait, and another instant cast foul on steroids regarding single target DPS, in the form of Xenoglossy. Guys, it's an instant cast 750 potency attack, and if stacked you can throw it in 2 times in a row. I'm really speechless here. To sum this up, the word impressive or awesome could describe it as well, but I will go into detail a bit more. First of all, the durations and reduced cast time of Transpose are great, and a fitting start to begin correcting the flaws of the Black Mage. But then, enhanced Sharpcast and a longer chance for proc fishing with Thunder and MP Saver from Aspect Mastery are the real deal to put the Black Mage back into the game. And this even with more potency than before, seemingly at least 1 spell inside of Astral Fire more than before, and 2 possible stacks for 2 big Xenoglossies in a row could really guarantee us the DPS throne in our possession again. All of these changes are just an amazing heap of improvements and could not be done any better. If Umbral Soul is able to stack like the way you have performed Blizzard 3 and 4 by using it 3 times, while having the possibility to move. If that is the case, hats off Square. If not, still thumbs up to the changes. What do you guys think about the changes? An insufficient amount of new spells? Or is the Black Mage cool enough to have worked off its flaws to make him great again? Tell me about your opinion inside of the comments section and commiserate with me the intensification of the Shadowbringers hype by liking this video or pushing out subscriptions. The 10k are not far away anymore. Thank you guys and keep loving Final Fantasy. See ya and take care until the next time.
The throne brings you here. It seats only one.